So, big news just came out. Embiid's MRI results have arrived, and they say that he has an injury to the lateral meniscus in his left knee. We don't know if it's a tear, we don't know if it's inflammation, but they're saying he'll be out at least over the weekend, and we won't know if he'll play again before the All-Star break. Um, Thoughts? Let us know, man.
This is like, I know earlier I talked about, turning injuries off, but this man, like, where do the Sixers go from here? Where does he go from here? Like, not only is it the physical that we're talking about with his knee, but probably the mental as well, where he's just injured all the time.
Right.
I don't know. It's just something where, man, if the NBA season was shorter, and last point, if they didn't have the minimum 60, was it 65 games or 61 game minimum to get MVP awards, maybe he's not rushing back to play.
Exactly. I wouldn't be, especially if you know you might not have a great shot at getting the MVP. Like we were talking about earlier on the episode, just rest him, make sure he's right going into the playoffs. Because if he's right going into playoffs, this could be a distant memory. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
would do if I was them. Get a second, third opinion, see what the extent of the damage is, and if it's not a bad tear or anything like. Because remember, he actually had the torn meniscus 1 or 2 years ago. It might have been actually
Yeah.
we had the torn meniscus, and he played with that. So it's just going to be about what's the severity of the damage, what's his pain tolerance, and then if it's going to happen, this is the time for it to happen. You want it to happen early in the season versus last year, it happened a month out from the playoffs or a couple weeks out from the playoffs.
Yeah.
It might have
Yeah.
been last week. So that's why I'm not as concerned. If it's not a serious injury where he's going to need surgery and he'll be out for months, if not a year, then I'm not really that concerned about it.
Yeah. I mean, it is kind of early. Like, maybe he'll be back by the time the playoffs happen. It's just, man, I wish he could just stay healthy because this is too much on his body, too much on his knee. And now the Sixers, are they gonna be pressing now because you're leading your lead scorer?
Hmm.
I don't know. Can Maxey and Harris carry the team?
I
Or
was
at
about
least
to say that.
this is gonna make a man out of Maxey. I mean, he is a man, but this is really gonna test him, just test him.
It is. The ball's going to run through him. And we'll see. We've seen Tobias when Embiid goes out, Tobias go off for 20, 30. So we're going to need him to step up. We'll see if he can do it.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Even with Embiid playing as phenomenally as he is, you're going to need these guys to do this anyway. So we're going to
Yeah.
find out what they're about. We
Yeah,
talked
for sure.
about this earlier, and we're going to find out what they're about and what they're able to do. Because this these scenarios, these moments are the perfect scenarios to have a coach like Nick Nurse.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Past
yeah.
3 or 4 years, taking a bunch of guys from the YMCA to the playoffs. And last time I checked, Maxey and Tobias are not guys that just finished working a shift at Walmart and just walked into the basketball court. So I think they'll be very good. Are they going to be elite? I don't know, but I think they'll be very good, and they'll be able to figure out some things about themselves as they wait for Embiid to come back healthy and then go into the playoffs. So that would be the middle case scenario in my opinion. It's not the worst case scenario and it's not the best case scenario. I think that's the realistic scenario is
Yeah.
they they hover above 500. Maybe they're a 550 or 600 team, and they keep that pace until Embiid comes back, and then they pick up where they left off. Hopefully, he'd be back a few weeks, if not a month before the season, get some games in, knock the rust off, and then get right back to what you were doing before you got injured.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like you said, these are professional guys right now. Like Maxey's not a rookie. He's a veteran now. So, they kind of know just like take care of your bodies because, like I said, the games in, January, well, January's over, but February, March, it's okay. Like let's just get to the playoffs and be healthy then because that's when the healthiest and best teams make it to the finals and win.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, like the Heat, they lost Tyler Hero last year.
mm,
Uh, when when the Raptors won, wasn't KD hurt the entire year, and then he got hurt like in the finals.
mm,
I feel like that's when KD, yeah, he went down in the finals, right?
oh yeah, he had the Achilles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
right. And then that's the meme with Drake, like, duh, too bad. So it's like, yeah,
right.
maybe the Sixers can be healthy and better at that point.
Like I said, if I would be concerned if they came out immediately and said it's a tear, but
Yeah,
these are the Sixers. They always keep secrets. We never know what the truth is and what's a lie, or smoke and mirrors or whatnot. So,
yeah.
but I think that, like I said, I would be concerned. I would be because I'm a good channel to check out is Brian Sutterer. He's a MD medical doctor, and he drops
Mm,
videos talking about injuries to sport athletes. So especially when
mm,
injuries happen, he'll put out a video within 5 minutes of the play happening.
oh,
So that's somebody for you, and I'm going to check out his channel when I get off of here. And then everybody watching, check that dude out, Brian Sutter. He knows what he's talking about. He's usually 80 to 90% spot on when he sees an injury, being able to correctly guess and diagnose what the injury probably is.
mm. I'll definitely check that out because man, another Sixers year. I hope it doesn't go down the drain. I need someone in Philly to do something for me.
I was more concerned about the AJ Brown injury than I am about the Embiid injury.
Oh yeah.
It happened close to the playoffs, and it was a
Mhm.
pretty. He got lucky, but it was he definitely wasn't going to play the first game. He wasn't
Oh
going.
yeah.
If we got past the Bucks, he would have played, but he is no way he's going to play against them. And in that one, it was like, and Brian Sutter, he dropped a video after that about that injury, and he's like, "Uh-oh." Um,
Mm,
and fortunately, it wasn't as bad as maybe he might have thought at the beginning, or I might have thought by looking at the title of his video at first, because it seemed like AJ Brown would have been a go. So even with Embiid, I would be very concerned. Last year, when he tore the meniscus, they came out immediately and said it's torn. We're just
yeah.
going to work with it as we can because there was nothing they could do beyond surgery in the off season and him just
Hmm.
done if he wanted to get it earlier. And that's why there may be no tear, there may be a partial tear, there may be a lot of inflammation as to why they want to get multiple opinions about. I think they probably want to get an opinion about whether he can come back and play after this weekend or whether they should sit him out. So that's what um, I'm concerned, but I'm not alarmed. I was alarmed last year. I'm not alarmed like I was last year. Last year it's like you know what's up.
Yeah.
You just gotta do what he can with it. Or like McNabb when he had the sports hernia, like you knew
Ah, yeah.
he came out immediately, and you knew it was like a matter of time before he made a wrong move and it was over. I don't get
Hmm.
that sense of impending doom with Embiid, despite the track record of the injury history.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see, man.
He like every Philadelphia fan right now.
We'll see.
Like pray, baby.
I gotta pray. Take my
Just pray,
meniscus,
baby.
man. I'll use it.
Everything I was saying out the other.
No, no. I'm just saying, take my meniscus. I'll use it. I got a desk job, bro.
He said, "Take me, man. Take me. Anything for him. Take me."
Oh man.
Oh man, yeah. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. So I think the
Mm.
Sixers will be okay. I mean, unless they come out and say something dramatic, like I said, torn meniscus, and even then, we just saw that with Darius Slay. Darius Slay, I think he had a torn meniscus,
Yeah, there's something. Yeah, there's definitely
and
something.
he got the surgery, and he
Hmm.
out for what four weeks, and then he came
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
And even though he was a little rusty, he was running pretty well on that. So if there's
Yeah.
anything in that ballpark, I just wouldn't be as alarmed. But we'll adjust our expectations once we get the full scope of the story.
No, for sure.
All right.
For sure.
With that said, let's end it off with that. So this time for real, we're done. Um, I'm your host, Jen, my co-host, the great Alan Vickers, and we'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.